Hey guys, here again with another video. That's what I do now, is just talk to you guys. But yeah, I wanted to talk about some things. I wanted to bring up again, I had said it in another video, about a time, when I started waking up and seeing these things and opening my eyes to things. That I had taken myself to a point to where, I'd considered, like, what if the reason for all of this stuff going on, all this, like this duality, this good, evil, all the corruption and deception that's going on and still going on right now. What if, really it was because of a choice that I had made some point back whenever, however long ago, maybe even before this life, I don't know. So, yeah, I had got to that point from an organic, like it all was an organic, like, put together. I put it all together organically. So yeah, and yeah, while I was seeing all these things connect and line up so much inside me and in everyone else, yeah, I get to that point from myself, from inside myself. Yeah, I really had to feel that. And yeah, and I really had to, like, reconcile that, just that, even that thought. And of course, I was able to reconcile that. I'll admit, yeah, I was fooled. I was tricked for 20 years. And yeah, and I look out, and everyone else was also tricked when presented with whatever choice that, yeah, they were tricked by. Because I was not the only one who was tricked when presented with whatever. Yep, seems plenty, if not everyone else was as well. Yeah, I realized that the trick that was played on all of us was so deep, and it caused me to do all the wrong things in all the wrong ways, look at everything in every wrong way possible, really do everything the wrong way, put your reality together from this narrow point of view, this everything done in a wrong way. And I realized that, yeah, in the way that it had me shape my reality, it always had me out of the present moment, mind, body, and spirit. I was always away from the present moment. When I was doing anything, yeah, I was either thinking about what I was going to do next. I was having thoughts about whatever, friends, weed, alcohol, yeah, just all kinds of stuff, or sex. It was crazy. And then when I was alone, yeah, I would always run to distractions, video games, technology, stuff like that. I was always distract myself. I never really stopped to observe the moment, and that's what I realized was right here in the present moment is where all the knowledge is and where all the magic happens. So so by knowing that, yeah, I got a glimpse of that earlier on, and it was like, whoa, yeah, it scared me, really. But yeah, as I just observed the moment, because I had completely realized my whole reality was starting to crumble and just fall apart, because everything I had knew to be real, everything I knew was, all of it had to be shed, because all of it was these ego things, all these judgmental things, what I'm looking for when I look for people, what my goal is when I'm hanging out with people. It was all this nonsense stuff, and like judgmental stuff, and just negative things, bunch of things, and like my whole reality started to shatter. And I just kept going with it, kept observing this present moment. And like I said, it was super scary for me, because like I realized what I had become, and that everything was driven outside. I was all caught up elsewhere, not right here, right now, in my life, in my experience, taking in the knowledge and acting in accordance with what I know to be right and wrong. It was always somewhere else, it was, man, I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But like I said, yeah, it was scary. I couldn't, and in the middle of it, I was working for a software company, and I was having to work pretty often. And then yeah, I was still hanging out with people. Like I had a fake life that I had developed, these fake routines and stuff. And yep. Had all these fake routines and stuff developed, and I was looking at things for what they were at that point. And then yeah, it was really, at first I thought I was going crazy at first. Like it really was. It was the most craziest thing. I was observing like people talking to me and what they talk about. No one ever talks about no one talks about deep things. I realized that no one ever talks about this stuff. So yeah, it was hard for me to like keep my fake act of who I thought I used to be was on, like with interacting with people. Like really, like I couldn't do it anymore. Like it was fake. And part of that faked act was not being fake that I thought I was. I don't know. Yeah, my mind really got blown when I started to look at things. I really had to observe all of my reactions to things, my habits, my cravings, everything I thought. I had to observe my own thoughts. And yeah, and it really, like, with each thought that came in, I had to consider why I was even having it, and it is even supposed to be a thought I'm having. Is it anything I should be wasting my time with? Or is it negative? Does it, yeah. I had to fix all those things inside me because I realized I was so broken. I was so just automatic. I was in the inside looking at this and I'm like, what the hell is going on? While my body's still doing all these things, going to work, working on this stuff, you know, for whatever reason. And that's the thing, when you start to see things and things just line up so perfectly to your experience. That's why, yeah, you're able to take it so deep organically, because everything really is all connected. Everything it's all one. We're all one with nature. Whatever this thing is, whatever nature is, God. But yeah, you can see, with seeing that connectedness and everything, you can see everyone's disconnectedness, and then how this system perpetuates that disconnectedness, because it is itself all disconnected. It is, I can't even wrap my head around this whole thing, what's going on, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's some evil energy here, or if it's like some, spiritual training ground. I don't know. But man, I know I went through it. That's what took me into a stage, because I didn't know what to do anymore, because I realized that everyone I interacted with was also fake as well, and I didn't know them at all from the inside. I just knew that everyone was these walking around robots with all these boxes in their head on judgments and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, same stuff I had going on, and what made me who I was. And then I saw really for real who I was. Yeah, I saw it was everybody else as well. Yep, and then I was tricked super strongly, but everyone else was as well. But that's why I'm like talking to you guys now. It's the whole present moment thing, really observing your present moment. That's where where I said all the magic happens, because once you can really keep looking at the present moment and keep observing it until you can understand it inside and then outside in others, and then outside in this whole place, and how things have been working and how so obvious they've been working in such ways. Well, looking at it now, when you're inside of it, you can't see it, because you're distracted. You've distracted yourself. You don't know yourself. That's what they cut off from everyone, is knowing themselves fully. Yeah, once you observe, it's like how I'm able to even speak about these things now. It's like I'm thinking out loud. I'm continuing to stay in the present moment as I say the words that currently come out of my mouth. Yeah, it's really that. That's how people speak, like honestly and open from the heart. And yeah, now after getting that, that's what makes me want to you know, talk to anyone I can talk to, really, and get these messages out to. Because, man, people need to hear stuff like this. Like, this is what people need to be talking about. No one's talking about stuff, or I don't know if people are talking about. I'm not there. I'm here. But I know this is what needs to be talked about. Oh yeah, the present moment. I'm sorry, I'm all loop-de-loop. You gotta continue to observe that, because once you, like I said, once you understand it and you can see it, and it's no longer scary anymore, because it all becomes normal. You understand that it's your nature to actually live like that, and that's where the peace is. That's where the knowledge is. That's where everything is in the present moment, mind, body, and spirit. Observing everything, taking in everything, while all of it, all at once, is in the present moment. Not taking in something while you're not, nope. And then after you understand it, you'll be able to, yeah, look at other stuff again, look at the out there again, and actually interact with it, and actually put these messages out and formulate these words, to put what has happened here into words, and what's going on in ourselves into words. Because yeah, it's what's not known. It's not known these days. But yeah, you can only do that after you put all this together and really understand it, to where you can think it and live it and be it, and then spread it, yeah, to heal others. And yeah, I'm still working on it as well. Like, my 20 years growing up in that system really messed up my language and vocabulary, because I thought it was just something you could choose to improve on or not. I didn't care about it. I cared about video games and technology, and I figured I could still get my message across however it came out of my mouth. But yep, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this one. I think I'll probably think of more stuff after I turn it off, for real. But yeah, hopefully that helps someone. Hopefully this creates that experience all in the present moment, where everything just comes together, my words plus everything you've already known and experienced in your past life. Hopefully things start coming together for people, and I hope I can help others do that, because I don't know how much time is left if things keep going the way they're going. I don't know how much time is left regardless, because how can I know? I don't. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.